How much knowledge was lost to history? Throughout history, humanity has built great temples of wisdom, libraries that house the collective knowledge of civilizations. But what happens when these bastions of learning are destroyed? How much knowledge have we lost to the ravages of time and conflict? Today, we'll explore three of the greatest libraries in history that met dramatic ends and ponder what their stories teach us about our own civilization. 1. The Royal Library of Ashurbanipal. Near modern-day Mosul, Iraq, lie the ruins of one of the world's first great libraries. In the 7th century BC, Assyria's last great king, Ashurbanipal, established a personal library containing over 30,000 clay tablets. In 612 BC, Babylonian forces attacked and burned Nineveh, but in a twist of fate, the fire that destroyed the city actually preserved the library's contents by baking the clay tablets even harder. Thanks to this accident of history, we have treasures like the Epic of Gilgamesh, a cornerstone of ancient literature that might otherwise have been lost forever. 2. The Great Library of Alexandria. The Library of Alexandria, founded in the 3rd century BC, was the world's first universal library. It sought to collect all known books from the entire world. Every ship that docked in Alexandria was required to lend its books to be copied. The library quickly became the greatest center of learning in the ancient world. Sadly, the library was eventually destroyed through a combination of fire, civil unrest, and conquest. While many texts were preserved through copies sent around the world, we lost something irreplaceable: the library's revolutionary system of organization, which cataloged the entire intellectual world of antiquity. 3. The House of Wisdom in Baghdad. As the classical world dimmed in the West, a new intellectual center arose in the Middle East during the Islamic Golden Age. The House of Wisdom in Baghdad became a hub for scholars, translators, and innovators from the 8th to 13th centuries. But on February 13, 1258, the Mongol army entered Baghdad. In the ensuing destruction, so many books were thrown into the Tigris that the river ran black with ink. The Fragility of Knowledge narrator. The English-American painter Thomas Cole captured the fall of civilizations in his series, The Course of Empire. His grim depiction raises a haunting question: is it possible to build a culture that doesn't eventually fall? The story of these lost libraries teaches us that knowledge is both powerful and fragile. It takes generations to build, but only moments to destroy. As we build our own repositories of wisdom in the digital age, we must remember the value of preserving knowledge, not just for its immediate utility, but for the eternal wisdom it contains. For in our collective knowledge lies the story of who we are and the promise of who we might become.